Hey everybody, yesterday I picked up the brand new 320EX Speedlite from Canon. This is a very important flash unit because it is the first hybrid video light. What this means is I'll turn it on. It has a built-in LED video light. This is huge, and while this is the first little device that we've seen have this, there's a lot of features in here I really like, and there are some things that I don't like and I think can be improved upon. The first thing I really like about it is its size. I got a 580. Here's a 580EX1. You can see that the 580 is much larger and the 320 is a lot smaller and a lot lighter. The controls on the back are really straightforward and really simple. They're just manual switches. We don't see an LCD monitor, which means that it's pretty straightforward to flip a switch like the slave. The 580EX2 and the 430EX2, the slave is set up by holding buttons down. I don't like that as much. You have your group control. You have your channel control. We also have a manual and an auto setting for the video light itself. I really like the base plate adapter because it's made out of metal and it has a lockdown mechanism. This is something we did not see on the microlight panel or the first version of the 580. It needs to be strong and it needs to be sturdy.
While there is no LCD or manual flash controls on the 320 itself, manual flash settings are available on certain cameras, such as the 7D, the 60D, and the T3i. These will allow you to control the 320 flash settings from the Flash Control menu. Manual output power for the 320 can be from full power to 1/64th power in 1/3 stop increments. There are many other settings which can be adjusted for the 320, such as flash exposure compensation, high-speed sync, second shutter curtain, and other features. One of the coolest add-ons ever for a Speedlite is the 320's built-in remote. And when I say this, I mean you can literally use the 320 to activate your camera. This can be used in two ways. First, you can use it to trigger the camera remotely without a flash. And the second is if you have a Canon camera with a built-in flash transmitter or with a 580EX2 Speedlite set to master, the way this works is the remote will trigger the camera timer, which will in turn trigger the camera, which will in turn trigger the 320 from the master flash. This last feature is designed to allow you to reposition the flash quickly and take several shots from different angles without having to go back to the camera each time. This is extremely cool because you're now using your flash as a shutter button. To use your built-in wireless remote on your 320, make sure your camera's drive mode is set to the remote icon, and on the 320, make sure that your power switch is set to slave. If it's not set to slave, the remote will not work. The LED can also act as a focus assist in low light shooting. You can also expect about 3 to 3.5 hours of light when using the LED on a fresh set of batteries.
Some of the things that I don't like about this, and I definitely see these being improved in future versions, is number one is the surface area of the LED light itself. The surface area of the light is important because that determines how strong the shadows are on your subject. And so if you have a very small light source, that means the shadows on your subject face are going to be harsher. So more surface area would be awesome. I would imagine there's probably going to be an LCD panel control on a nicer version. The angle of the flash itself, there's only two settings. There is wide and there's tele, and that's it. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with this thing, and it's going to replace my secondary flash in my bag just to save space. In any event, it just makes more sense that if you do video and still photography, it makes a lot more sense to have a Speedlite in your bag that can do both of them. And I see this as a developing market for Canon as more and more of these video features come out. This is a great idea, and I highly recommend it if you do any video. In any event, I'm Michael Andrew. Thank you for watching.